How's the week been in training? How did you get a whole week without again?
Yeah, it's been good. Been nice to work with the players. Effectively, you can do work more physical with them as well as tactical, which is nice to blend those two things together. See the players more in bigger areas and in training pitch sizes. And off the back of a good performance and a good win, bit of rest for the lads, and we've had a good week's work.
Yeah. What's a win and do for the mood?
Well, yeah, they always help mood and confidence. The important thing that doesn't breed any early overconfidence. It's a good sort of step in terms of the overall performance as much as the result. I thought we were really good, and when you review it, I think we were even better than what I even thought on the day in big parts. And it's good for the players to see that and understand some of the things we're trying to talk about and to do. So that's been useful to use that in meetings this week, and also understand that we've got a lot to do. So the week's training was important.
Obviously, consistency is a key. Has been a problem this season. But if you look at the last three performances, Millwall, West Brom, and Hull, it'd be fair to say it's not been a bad little run of performances.
Yeah, it has, and each in their own way. I'm not overly excited because I feel like there's a lot more in the group, but Millwall was a tough game is a tough game for anybody, and I thought we dealt with the tough elements of it really well. The defensive nature of our game, defending the box was good, which is so important in this league. West Brom, I think there was some good and some not so good from us, which was important to see as well. It's normal in the early stages against a strong team in the league. And then Hull, I think, was the game where you could see it going where we want it to go, but it's only one performance, and there were still parts of that game. But yeah, the consistency's been pretty good. We have to keep that going. We have to double down on the work and our approach, and take that forward, because it's probably a problem for most Championship teams. Find that consistency over the course of a season. The better teams do it. They get in the better positions, obviously.
You're creating chances, which is a big positive.
Yeah, that's a great positive, and says something about the way we play. And the next step is to be more clinical, I suppose, about taking them. And that's not easy, because it's an easy thing to say. We can practice through the week. Some of those things are in game, and when you have some developing players, as we do, you have to understand that you might not take all your chances. At times, players are developing. They need to find confidence. They need repetitive work and feeling to be confident at that end of the pitch when you're talking about in their box. But it's a nice sign for the team that we are creating, and again, we need to continue with that.
One of your forwards, Ellis Sims, when he came off the bench against Hull, hit the post with the head. It actually had a good little cameo, didn't he? Will that be encouraging? Does he need encouragement at the moment? Yeah,
I think he does. I mean, he's a striker, and the confidence part of their game is probably as crucial as anyone on the pitch, maybe except the goalkeeper, on a similar note. So I think it certainly would have helped Ellis. He's a quiet lad, but behind the quiet lad there's a lad with a personality, and he's human. So I was pleased with his effect on the game. I think that the technique of the header as well was, when you look at players' strengths, Ellis is clear to see. He's big, he's powerful, and he scored goals in the Championship. And so we need to be, if he's involved, we need to be able to get the ball in the box to him in the right way, and he can do what he nearly did against Hull. So I'm happy with the fact that we've got options at the front end of the pitch, and it's important that all the players there understand that whether they start, whether they come on, it's all about the impact that they can bring. So yeah, I was pleased for Ellis with his cameo, as you put it.
Yeah. And while you're talking about forward players, how do you write? What's the latest on him? How do you write?
Hadji's still working away, so he's not on the pitch with us yet. So it's a busy period of games, unfortunately, so we'll miss him for a few games more, because they come thick and fast. So we're looking into the early part of the new year where he'll be out on the pitch with us, and we want him back quickly.
I'm talking about injuries. Ben Wilson.
Ben's been training the last day or two with us, fully training, which is good news. He's a great character around the place. He's a high-level keeper for us, brings good competition to our goalkeeping department, and I'm really pleased to have him on the pitch. He's as I say, I'll say first that he's a very good goalkeeper, but also he's a big personality in the group, and we need personality.
So is he available for?
Not for this weekend. Yesterday was probably his first full day of dealing with. We had a finishing session, so he's working hard, but it's the first step back really, but it won't be far.
Of your senior outfield players, I think it's Jamie Allen and Liam Kitchen you haven't seen on the pitch so far. I mean, presumably from selection point of view, you wouldn't want to just select them just for the sake of seeing them, but on the other hand, would you like to get opportunities to see them play?
Yeah, well, it's important that we have all the squad ready to play at all times. And with Kitch, one of the problems was between Cardiff and Millwall, who was ill and missed a few days in the middle of the week, which kind of set him back for Millwall. And then obviously we haven't been able to train on full pitches and all the things we want to do. So my selection there has been what it's been. But for either of those or anybody in the squad, there's absolutely no firm judgments at this point. We want everyone to have their place. I understand players get frustrated when they're not playing, but I have to pick 11 out of 21 or so outfield players. And they've been, what I would say is that every player here since we've been in has been fantastic for attitude through the week in training, in supporting teammates. And I put Kitch and Jamie very high on that list. So their time will come to help us and to come in and stake their claims to stay in the team. I always work on the merit of how you train, how you play, how you behave around it will get you in the team no matter your name, age, blah, blah, blah. So I think the players hopefully will understand it as we go forward, and they've been very good personally.
Portsmouth is another bottom three team you're playing, so does it feel like an opportunity?
Well, you have to look at their recent games and everyone's eyes will be on Derby, but then you look at the little run before that and they've got some results, particularly at home in the last little period. They've beaten Bristol City, they've drawn with Norwich, two good teams in the league, so we cannot disrespect them anyway. Every game's an opportunity in this league, absolutely, but there are no games that you should take anything for granted, far from it, so we'll fully respect them, but go there feeling some good confidence ourselves off the back of last week and the week we've had. We need to impose ourselves on the game. And
Fratton Park's an interesting, very, very traditional venue. Like we're trying to work out whether you would have played that because they were in the Premier League for a while, weren't they?
Oh yeah, I played there a few times. Yeah. And you always felt the atmosphere of the stadium, as you say, the old-fashioned stadium. It's nice to have a few of those still around. And the atmosphere of their fans. So that's a part of the game when you go to these stadiums, is understanding the players, understanding that if you give their fans what they want, they will really be active in the game and can affect it. I felt that as a player, and we'll feel that on Saturday again. That's on us to try and take that away from them, because they can affect the game. But it's a great football stadium to go, one of the old ones that has that character about it.
Mood pretty good, I imagine, after the win against Hull, mood in the squad?
Yeah, it's a good mood. We had a great weekend as well, so everybody is just delighted to be here, just to play the game tomorrow, and everybody feeling good.
Has it felt like a fresh start with a new head coach?
We got some good results. Everybody feeling confident as well. So I think the new energy that they brought in feels good.
Yeah. He's playing with a back four. How does that affect you? Obviously not playing as a wing back, but playing as a right back.
Yeah, I prefer to play as a right back and with Sakamoto in front of me, because I think the chemistry that we have together can bring a lot to the game. So I'm happy that we've gone back to a back four.
Yeah, you're working well with Tat Sakamoto down that right, aren't you?
I think you could have seen it last season as well, but I think the way he explains us to play now, it's even better, because I'll be playing on the inside and give him space on the outside. And then we just work it out together, and like I said, the chemistry is almost perfect between us.
And one thing you've done the last few games is create a lot of chances, which I guess is...
Yeah, 100%. And we also practice on the training how we give each other the right amount of space and make the best out of each other's game. So I'm happy that it's going well.
At the other end of the pitch, obviously the lack of clean sheets this season has been a frustration. Is that something you talk about a lot?
Yeah, 100%, and it's a thing that we're working on as well, because a lack of clean sheets is also a thing that can destroy a bit of confidence, but it's also like, it's not that we've been outplayed completely, that we got a goal against. It's mostly like a stupid goal, or like a lucky goal. For example, the goal against West Brom, like a deflection. So if we just get those things out, then I think we can work it out with clean sheets.
Against Hull, when you're dominating the game and then they go and score, it must be part of you thinking, oh, he will go again.
Yeah, I think those goals are too simple. Also, from my point of view, I was in the back then. You know, it's a bit of communication as well to clear those balls and like see what's going on. But like I said, if we can just, you know, the small mistakes, if we can get those out, then I'm not afraid of getting of telling you that we will get more clean sheets.
How have you felt about your season as a whole? I mean, you played just about every game, haven't you?
It's true. It's a bit up and down. I've struggled with a bit of confidence, to be honest, but I'm getting back there to the old me. So yeah, just been quite a roller coaster for me.
That confidence, was that just because of the results?
Ish, but also like, you know, things not working out for me, as in conceding goals from my side and being outplayed, or, you know, because that's just on me, because I'm confident in the abilities that I have defensive wise, like 1v1s. But then at certain points in the game, then I just get outplayed, and then, you know, the confidence will drop, and you'll end up somewhere. And then the boys obviously try to lift you up, and it works. The gaffer as well. So, like I said, I'm getting back to my old self.
Yeah, presumably you have to sort of learn from those things.
Yeah, 100%. It's not always, you know, sunshine and rainbows. It's, you know, those games is part of your career, part of the journey that you have. So you just got to deal with it.
And when you win games, you get to do the celebration in front of the fans. But the gaffer seemed to copy that at Millwall, didn't he?
Yeah. I didn't know that he would do it, but it's a nice thing to know that he loves to do it as well. Just needs to work on it a bit.
Now Portsmouth away, 12:30 start as well. Does that affect things at all?
Not that I think of. We won the last game at 12:30, so maybe we can do it again. I hope so.
Well, back-to-back wins has been the thing that you haven't really done. You've done it once this season, so it'd be nice now to get back-to-back wins.
Yeah, 100%. And like I said, we're feeling good. We're feeling confident as well. So yeah, just can't wait for the game tomorrow.
And do you sort of look at the league table and think, can we start climbing the table, or and looking at the top six?
You could. I think if you look at the names that we have on the paper, like, we should be up there. It's just haven't been our season yet, but I think the way everybody's feeling confident and, you know, ready to go, I think we can start the process of climbing up the table.